Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love. And today we are doing dolls that I do not get the hype about. So I did a previous video where I asked you all, what are some dolls that everyone loves but you just can't seem to understand why or get behind? So I did that and you guys did a lot. You submitted a lot of great dolls. I absolutely loved hearing your thoughts and opinions on those. So then I was going to give my own opinion at the end, but we ran out of time because, you know, I love to ramble. So I asked if you all wanted a separate video of me explaining dolls that I just don't get, and you said yes. So here it is. Now, this is another controversial video, so if your favorite doll is on here, like, please do not take offense to this. This is just my personal opinion. So just a casual reminder to please keep those comments positive and polite down below. So this is no particular order. These are just dolls that a lot of people seem to love, and you see them everywhere. And I just don't understand why. So let's go. Starting with probably the most controversial opinion on this list. I don't know, maybe there might be another one that's even more controversial than this, but we have Sonali Matthews, 2009 Girl of the Year Best Friend. And she was also submitted by one of you, and I kind of touched on that briefly in that video of how I feel. So I actually have this doll, but she does belong to my sister. If you didn't know, basically my sister loaned me all 6 of her childhood dolls to keep safe for her until she wants them back in the future. So Sonali, I love her face mold. It is absolutely one of my favorites. It is so, so beautiful. But my thing with Sonali is I think that she is one of those dolls that the scalpers really take advantage of, and they love to just rack the price up because for some reason she's like one of those rare dolls and all this stuff. So my thing with Sonali is I do not hate her. My biggest thing that I will say is I would not own her most likely if my sister did not loan her to me, just because I don't think I would ever be able to find her in like good condition. And her wig is very long, and although the one I have it's very nice, I was able to restore it no problem. I don't see myself ever buying like my own version of Sonali, just because she's not a doll I would really, seek out and save a ton of money for. Next up, we have Girl of the Year 2010, Laney, and I have a little bit of a reputation for not liking this doll. And some people are like, she looks just like Isabel. Why don't you like her? And I'm like, no, yeah, okay, like I understand why you would say that, but no, do not compare Isabel to Laney, because if you didn't know, Isabel is my favorite Girl of the Year. So I don't know if it's just the combination of like her whole collection and it's being like nature themed, because that's literally not me at all. But just something also about her appearance I'm not really a big fan of. Maybe it's the wig. I'm not quite sure. I don't like her meat outfit. I really only think I like one of her outfits, and I think it's like the red one. I think it's like the butterfly dress or something. I could be totally wrong. But she's not one that I will, like search to buy. I've just never really been a big fan of Laney. We've got Lindsay, and Lindsay Bergman started the Girl of the Year line in 2001. So I cannot fault this poor doll for having the tiniest collection, but her appearance does not do it for me. She isn't appealing at all. She is probably my least favorite Girl of the Year in general, which, I mean, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of her. And I know I didn't think there would be a lot of Lindsay lovers out there, but I know like a ton of people love her. And I really, like, I mean, if you love her or any of these dolls in this video, like, I'm not trying to come at you. You know what I mean? I'm literally just explaining like why I don't like them. So something about her is off to me. I've never liked the way she looks. Even back when I was little, I remember I got the catalog and she was not a doll that appealed to me. And so then they had Kaylee, and I liked Kaylee, but not enough to get her. And then Marisol came out, and that's when my sister started collecting the Girl of the Year dolls. So, I mean, I feel like if Lindsay would have appealed to me, I might have collected the Girl of the Years growing up as well, but I did not. The last Girl of the Year on this list that I just cannot get behind is Luciana Vega from 2018. So I think a lot of this has to do with I do not like basically any outfit in her collection. I don't like the random purple streak in her hair. I think Corinne's hair color was done much more tastefully, as well as Isabel's, because of the fact that you can remove hers. And Corinne's just looks really nice with her hair. So Luciana is very into the whole science aspect of things, which, although I appreciate they kind of did something new, for me personally, I was never a science and math person. I was always like an English, art, and history person. So I don't like Luciana. I know that there are some people that do agree with me on this, and I thank you for that, because I don't like her. I don't like her at all. I've seen her in person. I think she's a cute doll, but going back to like her whole concept and everything, it's just not for me. So she's not like at the super, super top of my wish list when it comes to the girl of the years I need to complete the line. Moving on to the Truly Me's, I only have 3 of them, and here's 41. So if you watched my least favorite Truly Me's video, you will not be surprised to see this doll on here. I know there are a ton of people that love her, as I explained in that video. I don't understand why. Something about her seems like so super, super off to me. I can't explain it. I really, really can't. She also does bear a striking resemblance to Ruthie, who I do actually own. She's another one of my sister's dolls, but I'm not really a fan of Ruthie, so that could be a reason as well. I've just never liked this doll. No picture I've seen of her or video or her in any outfit, they don't look good to me. So if she is your favorite, I am so, so sorry, but I am just not a fan of this one. 21 is actually super random, because I really, I know she exists, but then when I was looking at the Truly Me's, I was like, I've seen a lot of people talk about how they love this doll, and my problem with this doll, it's the stupidest thing, but I needed a couple more Truly Me's, so I went ahead and put her in here. I do not understand why she's the only Truly Me doll that comes with her hair styled like in these pigtails. No other Truly Me, just like you, whatever you want to call them, no other doll comes with a hairstyle. It makes absolutely no sense, and I don't understand it. So I just find it extremely weird that she literally is the only one that comes with her hairstyle. 88 makes the list because she is what started this whole unnatural hair colored craze in the Truly Me line. And yes, the first colored hair doll's number is actually 86, but if you guys remember back before the colored hair dolls were released, there was that photo and there was the cotton candy hair doll, which is 88, and everyone was like, oh my goodness, that one is so cool and everything, and that's the one everybody rushed out to buy when 88 and 86 were released. 86 is okay because her hair is that really dark purple, which I do like. Would I ever buy her? No. But if I had to pick between the two, definitely 86 over 88. I have opinions about this doll that we're not going to get into, but she's definitely the one that kind of like started it all. There's also 87, but she was randomly released all by herself, and there was not as much like hype about her as there was 88. Moving on to historicals, we only have 2 of them, and the first one is Molly. So Molly was my 3rd doll, so I have had a very long relationship with Molly McIntyre. My thing here is I always saw Molly as the brunette version of Kirsten, and you guys know Kirsten is my absolute heart and soul when it comes to the historical line. So I don't know. I love Emily. Molly's best friend, Emily, is one of my absolute favorite best friend dolls. And although I like some of Molly's outfits and things, and her gray eyes are a very nice, unique feature, she just never really was a doll, even in my childhood, that I absolutely loved. I mean, she was well played with, do not get me wrong, but I've just never been like a huge Molly fan. I didn't really like her movie that much either. It's my least favorite of the 4 historical movies that were made. So I know there's a ton of Molly fans out there, and I totally get it because she is one of the OGs, but if I had to rank the 3 originals, it would obviously go Kirsten, Samantha, and then Molly. The last doll, and kind of the reason for this whole little 2-part miniseries, is Julie. So I do own Julie, and I adored her as a kid, probably because she had long hair, and it is actually still in pristine condition from my childhood. So I have like the original release Julie. This is the Be Forever one, just because this picture was a bit more clear than the historical version. So Julie is a doll that gets a ton of stuff. Like, this girl has so many different outfits and accessories and everything, which I do love. Most of them I do love. I adore her bed. I love her current birthday outfit. Mine is actually wearing it. But everybody who collects dolls, like American Girl, I swear to you, has a Julie. It's like the most common doll, and she hasn't even, been out. She's not one of those that has been out for the longest, but I swear everybody has a Julie. Anytime you go on a secondhand website or whatever, there's always Julies for sale. She's so in your face all the time. I am not a Julie fan. Now, does that mean I hate all the dolls on this list? Absolutely not, because some of them I do own, like Molly and Julie. Actually, I think those are the only two on this list that I do own. But I don't hate any doll from American Girl. These are just ones that are just not my favorites that a lot of people love, and I don't get it. And Julie, there's just so much Julie everywhere. I am so sorry to all of you. I feel like this literally was just me just roasting dolls, and I never like to bring like negative aspects or anything to my channel, but since this was kind of a cool, unique idea, I figured I would do it. But just remember that any doll that was on this list, like I said, I don't hate. They're not for me. But if they're for you, that's totally fine, my friend. I will support you no matter what. So let me know down below if you agree with these opinions or politely disagree. And I would love to hear that and compare thoughts and notes with you guys. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you have not already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a positive and polite comment down below, hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.